Call this meeting to order and welcome everyone who is here in person and those who are tuned in live stream. I apologize for the delay in starting this meeting, but we will go right ahead with it. As you know, before every organizational meeting in September, we have the swearing in of the newly elected officers, of the newly elected officials, and today we're going to have the swearing in by our Alderman Chaley McMullen of return council people, Jerry Morris and Patrick Shepley, and our newly elected Teresa Keel. So without further ado, would you do the honors?
All right, thank you for standing, our new council members. Many of you would be so kind as to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, your name,
I, Patrick Shepley,
do solemnly swear
upon this holy Bible
to execute my duties
to execute my duties
as a member of the town council
as a member of the town council
of the town of Bethany Beach,
of the town of Bethany Beach,
equity and justice,
equity and justice,
to perform my official duties
and to perform my official duties
diligently and faithfully
in accordance with the charter of the town of Bethany Beach,
Constitution of the state of Delaware,
the Constitution of the state of Delaware,
and the Constitution of the United States.
and the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'll take your signed documents now, and I'll get out of the way, and let you get down to business.
Thank you, Chaley.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you all. Have a great
Thank
day.
you, thank you,
Congratulations, everyone.
thank you. Well, congratulations and welcome. Back again,
Back,
Patrick and Jerry and Teresa. And I'd also like to thank Scott Edmondson is here. He came just to be sure that Teresa was sworn in. And Scott, we want to thank you for all the work you've done on council and the great job you did on planning and zoning, and you're not going to get away. We're going to keep our eye on you. So thank you. So on behalf of the council, I would say that we're privileged to begin another year serving the people of Bethany Beach. And we have with us today our all the town council members are here. We have our town manager, Cliff Gravier, our assistant town manager, Terry Tiemann. We have our administrative assistant, Christy Ray, and our IT director, Will Wharton. So without further ado, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd just like to say before we start, some people have asked why we hold this meeting on a Monday, and we usually have our meetings the third Friday of the month, and that's because it's in our charter that we have to hold the organizational meeting no sooner than 7 days before, or as soon as practical after 7 days have elapsed since the election. And 7 days would have been Saturday, so this is the first time that we could hold it since then. So that's why we always have it on the Monday, second Monday after the election. So before we start, I'd like to have a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Okay, and I'd like to just add an announcement to that, so would you approve it with one announcement? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And the announcement is that the summer is finally over. Parking ended on Friday, and for those of you who thought that parking ended Friday morning, it ended and got a ticket, it really ended Friday evening. So just keep that in mind going forward. At the end of the season, I just wanted to thank on behalf of the council and the people who live in Bethany Beach and the businesses, all the people on our staff who went to such great lengths to do such a wonderful job and have a safe and enjoyable summer for all. So I just wanted to thank Mr. Gravier and his staff, all our seasonal employees, the people in parking, the people in beach patrol, the people in code enforcement, our lifeguards, our seasonal employees, and those who work behind the scenes too. We can't forget the people who worked down at the desk, Christy, people who are receptionists, the people who are finance, Terry and Cliff and everybody who just did a great job to make it a wonderful summer for everyone, so thank you. And our Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company and EMS as well. So thank you, Cliff.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Great crew.
Also, now we're going to do the approval of the ground rules. Do you want to put the ground rules up there for just a minute, Will? I don't think we have to read them. Everyone is familiar with them. And basically, they just tell us how we're going to proceed with this. So does anyone, can I have a motion to approve them?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions about them? Yes, Mr. Shepley.
Mayor, I would like to propose that we change item B under the ground rules. It now reads, non-resident town council members are ineligible for an office. However, this is moot as all council members are residents. I know we've forgotten, but I'm a non-resident. I would suggest that we delete everything after the word however and just end that
Yes.
item at the end of the first line.
I agree. Thank you. So we will take care of that for next time. Thank you very much. With that, do we have a all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. The last ground rule I would just point out says that any council member who does not wish to serve as an officer during the coming year is asked at this time to state that desire. And I just wanted to make a comment that my friend here, Lou Kilmer, had approached me and said that he didn't want to be nominated as vice mayor this year. And I just want to say, which I'll cry, that this man has served the town council, the whole town, for 18 years, at least as a town council member. He has been an inspiration to us. He's been a mentor to me as well as a friend. He has given the town so much on planning and zoning. He was a member of planning and zoning, he was chair, and he was town liaison. He's worked through 3 comprehensive plans successfully with the state and brought the town through that. He's done a tremendous job, and he's started the non-residential design review committee, and he's just been,
Yes, he has.
yes, so thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. He has the foresight that many people don't have, the ability to step back from being a leader and to turn it over to people who are coming along and to develop them. And I think that that's such an unselfish act and one that not many people would do. So thank you. Lou. Okay. All right, so we're going to go now. The next item on the agenda is a summary and discussion or clarification of the responsibilities of the Secretary, Treasurer, Vice Mayor, and Mayor. So everyone has a copy of that. Does anyone have any questions about it? Okay, so we'll have a, these are taken from the charter, so there's no need to have to approve them. All right, the next item on the agenda is nominations and selection by the council of persons to fill the responsibilities of Secretary, Treasurer, Vice Mayor, and Mayor. So we'll go first to the nomination and selection of the mayor. Does anyone have a name to put forward?
Yes, it's my honor and privilege to nominate Rosemary Hardiman to be the next mayor of Bethany Beach.
Are there any other nominations? Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Thank you very much for the confidence you've placed in me. Thank you. Thank you.
Well deserved.
Okay, are there any nominations for vice mayor?
Mayor Hardiman. I would like to put up Mr. Caleb as a nomination, but I would want to just make one comment before. I've been on the council for about a year now, and one of the really cool things about this is how collaborative an environment this is, us working together. We don't always agree, but we work together. And the first thing I had a chance to do last year, after I took my oath, was to nominate Jerry Morris, a colleague from DuPont Engineering, friend, and who's done an amazing job with the finance group. And I have the distinct honor and privilege to nominate Ron today. Ron and I joined the council at the same time. He's been very active on the flooding and groundwater, been extremely involved with the farmers market. Usually attends our, Teresa and I lead the Pedestrian and Bicycle Safety Committee. You usually are attending there and provide your insight with that as a biker and the like. That's really valuable. But the most valuable thing for me is just the times we walk our dogs in the morning. Ron walking Murph, me walking Heidi, and we sometimes cross paths. And, you know, it's really an amazing opportunity we have just to sort of chat. Sometimes I get myself a little fired up and rambunctious, and Ron usually always says, Mickey, that's a good idea. How about thinking about this or that? And every time he said this or that, they've really been insightful wisdom he shared with me, and I really, really value that. So it's really with honor and privilege that I get the chance to nominate Ron for the role of Deputy Mayor.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor.
Are there any other nominations? Well, hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Ron, welcome. I would say that I'm looking forward to working with Ron as Vice Mayor. He has impressed me every time there is something new that comes up or a meeting. Ron's always there. He's always eager to learn, to meet people, and to do things. And I was talking to him the other day, and he was concerned about doing this, and I said, Ron, you're perfect, you know? He said, I've only been on council for a year, but it seems you've thrown yourself into it so much that it seems like much, much longer. So we're very privileged to have you on council, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosemary. Do I get to say something?
Oh, you can say something.
Okay.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I'm teasing.
Thank you, Mickey. That was, I do enjoy those walks. And they're usually very early in the morning.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Yeah. And thank you, council, for having, you know, the confidence in me.
Oh,
And I, you know, humbly will take that position, very humbly. I know I'm following, just like you said, a very legendary person here on council. He is, truly. So, and I look forward to, and I promise to work as hard as I can to help you.
Yeah, I know you will. Yeah, thank you. For the people of Bethany, here we are. Okay, now, do we have, next item on the agenda would be nominations for Secretary Treasurer. Are there any nominations for Secretary Treasurer?
Yes.
Mr. Shepley?
Mayor, I would like to nominate my good friend and fellow council member, Jerry Morris, for Secretary Treasurer.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations, Mr. Morris.
Okay. All I can say is watch your budget this year.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is to set the dates and times for the council meeting. Does anyone want to make a motion on the dates and times?
I'll make a motion that we set the dates and times for future council meetings on the third Friday of each month at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.?
No, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Take his temperature.
Okay, so is it,
It's the third Friday at 2 p.m.
thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all those, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Thank you very much, Mr. Shepley.
It was entertaining.
Next item on the agenda is discussion, consideration, and possible vote on committee chair appointments. As you know, each year at this time, the council appoints committee chairs, and I recommend to council that the following be appointed to chair these following standing committees. The Audit Committee, Jack Gordon, Chuck Peterson, who has served the town very well over the past few years on audit, has asked not to be reappointed this year, and Jack Gordon has stepped forward and agreed to chair the committee. Budget Finance, Jerry Morris. Charter and Ordinance Review, Rosemary Hardiman. Cultural and Historical Affairs, Carol Olmsted. The 4th of July Parade Committee, Bruce Fry. The Non-Residential Design Review Committee, Lou Kilmer. Bicycle and Pedestrian Safety, Mickey Hinman. Stormwater and Flooding, Ron Califf. And Telecommunications, Patrick Shepley. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is discussion, consideration, and possible vote on appointments to the Planning and Zoning Commission. As you know, this is an independent body provided for in the state code. And while an elected official cannot be a voting member of the commission, Section 60-2A of the Town Code provides that a person holding town elective office as well as the town's building inspector can be ex officio members of the Planning and Zoning Commission. So I'd like to, Scott Edmondson has done an excellent job as the liaison for the commission over the past couple of years, and before that as a member of the committee, but he is no longer on council, so I recommend that we appoint Patrick Shepley as the council liaison. Mr. Shepley attends every one of the Planning and Zoning Commission meetings and is very familiar with the work that they do. So do I have a motion to appoint Mr. Shepley?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it. And that's all that we have on the agenda today.
Yep.
Is anybody, okay. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming, for witnessing this swearing in. And we begin another season. This is like starting a new semester in school. Thank you.